Hi crafters, it's Dash of Dave here, of course. It's been a while since I did a video, I realise. I have been working on a journal, which I think I told you about in the last video, and guess what? It's still not done. But I do work a full-time job, you know, and I do an evening class, and I'll be teaching an evening class coming up soon, and it's just hectic. And I go to Fat Club at the weekends, and I do the walking of the dog, and anyway, so I'm procrastinating, I realise, but I am working towards finishing it soon. It'll be epic. It'll be ephemera all in itself because it'll be that old. Anyway, I'm here today to do a bit of a haul. I shouldn't really, I'm actually hanging my head in shame because I shouldn't really be buying any more stuff. I have got tons of stuff. I could actually have my own car boot sale with the amount of stuff I've got. But, you know, sometimes we see things and we just can't resist them. So, you know, and when they're cheap, that's, you know, that's like a red rag to a bull, isn't it? So it's like a 50 pence piece, because they were 50p, 50 pence piece to a crafter. So it doesn't mean the same as a red rag to a bull. A red rag to a bull. Yes, a red rag to a bull. Sorry, I was thinking I was mixing me metaphors there. Anyway, I'm going to get on with it. So, yes, it's a little haul. Things that I bought. So, this is what I bought. Okay, now I think I've just moved my shot because like I did like kind of washi tape it so that I didn't. Okay, we'll leave it there. Okay, so these are the things that I've bought now. Okay, I'm going to talk us through them. Okay, so should we just kind of like put that to one side and I'll come back to it. So this is the first one. So look at this book. Look at the colour of these pages. Just look at the, oh look, you can't, I mean, like, I know we're very clever and very skilled, but like genuine aging, there's something about genuine aging that you just can't beat. You know, I like the little tables. The pages are very thin. Now, I don't know how resilient they are, but I just thought, you know, I can back it onto something and it'll hold its own. But it's a nice little book, and I think when I had a look through it, it said, okay, yeah, so it was printed in England, reprinted 1946. Now this is the reason why this is so thin is because, you know, this was just well, it'll probably be post-war, I would have thought. War went up until 1946, didn't it? Or did it end in 45? My history is terrible. So anyway, I would have thought it'd be post-war, or it might have just been on the cusp of the war ending. So that hence the reason why the paper is so thin. You know, there would have been shortages, etc. But I liked it. It's a Penguin book. I have checked it out. It's not worth anything, but it'll be worth something to me. So look at that. Just look at it. It's lovely. It's even like got staples in it. Don't know why it's stapled together, because I don't think the staples go all the way through. But I'll tell you something, it hasn't been very well thumbed, so nobody read it. Anyway, yeah, look at that as well. Oh, look at that. Look at the patina on there. Anyway, get on with it, Dave. So I'll put that over to one side. Then I've got these books. Well, I've got two of these. Well, I haven't got two because they're two different ones, Dave. But they're by the same, what looks like the same, well, they are the same publisher. Oh, shut up, Dave. Get on with it. They were printed in France. I can't really tell. I mean, it's got a 2010-9-45, and this is 986-6-41. I don't think that's the year. I did have a bit of a look because it doesn't, I couldn't find any copyright in it, so I couldn't find out when it was printed or I mean, it tells you all about like where it was printed, and I don't read French, so there might be something that says in here where it's printed, but when it's printed, sorry. Get on with it, Dave, and use the right words. So, but I just wanted to show you this because this is, look. Oh, look at that aging. Oh, look at the aging on that. Isn't that a beauty? It's a beauty, I tell you. Look. Anyway, again, this book is much thicker pages, and love. I mean, like, you know, look at the aging. It's beautiful. And I've had a look, and it's. Some places it looks like it might be worth something, like not very much, but like, you know, £7 or something like that. And other places it looks like it's worth nothing. I did have a look, and I think it's around 1945 for both of them. But if it was printed in France, I would have thought that would have been quite difficult in France in 1945, because they were just post-war, and they had been occupied for several years by the Germans, and, well, not the Germans, because that's not fair. It's nothing to do with Germany. It's to do with the Nazis. Anyway, so yes, so there's it is kind of falling apart. It is a little brittle. It's a bit like me. It's old and brittle. But yeah, so I would have thought it would have been difficult to print in 1945, but you know, could be wrong. Anyway, I'm quite often wrong. Oh, did I flick through that one? Yes, I did. I was going on about the patina. And then we have this one, Weymouth and the East Dorset Coast. I liked the book cover itself. I think I might turn this into a little pocket journal in 3012 when I get round to it, of the year 3012, because I don't get round to doing any of it, to be fair. I had a little quick look on this. I couldn't really find this book, to be fair. Found similar ones that were about 1960, 1965. I guess it's around that same sort of era. Don't know whether it's worth anything. It smells beautiful, but it's got nice little like fold out map things. Now, I don't know whether these were original to the book or whether somebody stuck them in, but they've got, that was a good unfolding, wasn't it? It was the wrong way up. So it's got little maps in it. This was already ripped when I got it, but you know, as I say, each one of these was 50p. Now, you know, where did I find these? You know, when you go into a supermarket, especially in the UK, you go into a supermarket, and they often have like those 50p book sale things where some people just donate their books and sell them for charity for 50p. It was, all of these were in there, so I had an absolute field day. So yeah, I just liked it because it was aged. It's got some, they are shiny, but they some nice photos that I could do things with. I could postcard them. I also liked some like nice little drawings. It's really good. I think it's giving me tuberculosis. Tuberculosis spores in it, as long as it's not that, whatever it is that's in the news. So I don't think so. I don't really go anywhere very tropical. I don't think I'm really going to pick it up in Morley or Wakefield. Yeah. Oh no, look, it says Wardlock and Co. So I would guess they were part of the actual book originally. And of course, oh yes, look, they're bound. It's bound in. It's bound to be. Okay, jokes are on me. So nice little book. Just thought it was nice. Look at the edge on that. And you know, I like the little adverts as well. Mrs. Beaton's Cookery Books. Oh, the ideal wedding present. Get you. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, that's another one. Manchester A to Z. I have no idea how old this is. A to Z's are printed like probably annually. Well, they used to be printed annually. They probably don't get printed at all now because, you know, we use the internet these days and Waze. Well, I use Waze anyway. If you don't use Waze, try Waze. It's great. Anyway, get on with it. But I liked how it was aged around the edges. I guess it's from about 1985. It's definitely post decimalisation, so that was in 1971. I was only 2. I will say I was only 2. I do not remember. Sorry, it's that way around. Peace, not the swearing. So 2. I was only 2 when decimalisation came out, but I guess around this price it would have been about 1980, 85, something like that. It's got all the motorways in it, so it was all after the 60s, definitely. Well, it's got to be, because it's supposed to decimalisation. Get on with it, Dave, shut up. So yes, nice and aged, liked it. I like the listings, and I also like the maps on it. I know they're not old maps, but you know. Then we've got this, Please Mrs. Butler. I just like this because it got like lots of little cartoons in it. Cartoons, that's what you're looking for. It's got lots of little cartoons in it. So yeah, I've really developed a cough. So this is from 1987. I've already checked the date of that. Just liked, oh, I didn't realise it had got that. Deborah Haynes something. Oh, Hainsworth. I was looking up here, and June Hainsworth. Name, Deborah, somebody practising. June is my mum. June isn't my mum, so got a bit of Tipex on it. The Puffing Club. So anyway, just thought, oh, Terry. Just thought I'd do something with that. Obviously, got a barcode on it, so it's after the 80s, after 1980, I think it was, 79 or 80. Can't remember, I did look that up. This, I loved it because of this. Look at the cover of that. Now, I know it's seen better days, but I'm sure I could do something with it. It's even got the registration number from a library on it. I'm sure I can do something with this. Clean it up maybe, or make it more aged. You know, I like patina, but I don't like goo. It needs a bit of TLC. It's going to be a bit of a project, but I'm definitely going to keep this in some way. It's been withdrawn from sale from an order of Kirklees Council. Somebody's already torn this bit out, so that somebody out there has got half a periodic table. And if that's you, I've got the other half. I loved it because it's got lots of sciencey things. Science clearly wasn't. Oh look, that's the picture on the front. It's got lots of like drawings and flask setups and Bunsen burner-y things, and oh, I don't know. I never became a chemist. I wouldn't know. The closest I get to a chemist is going to pick up my prescription. Oh, damn it. I didn't pick up my prescription. Oh, well. I'll do it tomorrow. That's that. I literally drove past Tesco to go and do that, and then actually drove past Tesco, which is no good, is it, really? So, yeah. So, I liked all the little sciencey drawings in it. Okay. So, again, another one, 50p. And all of those were 50p each. Bargain, I say, bargain. And then we have this beast. Hear the clunk on that. That's a beast, isn't it? So, this is another chemistry thing. Now, I think all of these have come from the same place because the reason I say that is they all appeared all on the same day. So, I guess they've either come from the same place, as in some charity shop said, look, we're not going to get rid of these and we'll dump them there and somebody might take them. Or they've come from somebody's house. Now, I'm inclined to believe they've come from somebody's house because they seem to be all together and, you know. So I reckon that whoever it is, the Hainsworths maybe, they travelled a lot because they've got a couple of maps. They were chemists or into chemistry, and they can speak French. So, you know, probably none of those. If you're Deborah or June Hainsworth and you've recently got rid of some books, let me know. So, again, this is another one. Again, it's aged. You know, it's not aged massively, but it's aged. I'm thinking these pages would make great, because they don't have a lot of writing on them. They'd be great as actual journaling pages in themselves, but like, you know, that way round rather than that way. It's my TB again. I shouldn't joke. It better not be TB. I just liked all of like the little scientific drawings in it. Like I say, it's a beast of a bug. It's a thrilling read, I tell you now. Even backwards. So yeah, so I did have a look. I can't remember this one. Oh, this would have been £9.95. Oh, like 50p for me. I did have a look and I can't remember. 1987 as well. This one came out in 1987. So just a nice, interesting book. You know, you don't come across these very often, and if you do, they tend to be quite expensive. So, I mean, like the cover, I'm not going to do. This said PDSA on it for £3. Clearly didn't sell, or did sell, and then somebody's taken it back. So, anyway, so that's my haul. Love that book. Gotta say, I love it. And then I just love the cover of those. Aren't they beautiful? And that. Okay, so that was my haul. So what did we get? 1, 2, 3. I spent £4 on a lovely pile of old books. So that's all for me today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for having a look. Even if you're just like, you know, going, what the hell's he on about? Or whatever it was. Anyway, I'm going to go. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't like it, then don't subscribe. If you liked it, or if you think I'm nuts, then like it and subscribe, because I tell you now, the nuts just gets worse. So stop saying so. Somebody told me the other day I say so a lot, so again, need to work on that. I'm going to go and get a drink now, because I can feel my voice tightening up, and it's like that tickly itch that you get at the back of your throat. So stop saying so. Right, I'm off. You have a lovely day, evening, month, week, year, afternoon, morning. I've said morning. What else can I say? Night, midnight, trip to planet Mars, whatever it is, wherever you're watching this. Thank you very much for watching. Love you all. Sending you lots of mwah, mwah, kisses. I'm blowing them to you. Mwah, 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 mwah. And lots of crafty hugs. There we go. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you soon, when hopefully I might have finished this beast. Quick flash. Although, you know, Dave, you could get arrested for a quick flash. So, on that note, I'm off. Bye!